Welcome to Top 10 World Knowledge. In the labyrinth of financial instability, men often find themselves navigating a complex web of challenges that extend far beyond the realm of mere dollars and cents. From the tangible burdens of debt and homelessness to the intangible toll on mental health and relationships, the consequences of financial hardship can permeate every facet of a man's life, leaving him grappling with a sense of vulnerability and uncertainty. Let us delve deeper into the top 10 worst things that can happen to a man when he finds himself without the means to meet his basic needs. Today we will talk about top 10 worst things that happen to you when you don't have money as a man. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Struggling to provide for loved ones. The weight of responsibility. The role of provider has long been ingrained in the social fabric of masculinity, and for many men, the inability to fulfill this role due to financial constraints can trigger profound feelings of failure and inadequacy. Whether it's supporting a family, caring for aging parents, or ensuring the well-being of dependent children, the weight of responsibility can be crushing when finances are scarce. 2. Mental health struggles. The invisible battle. Behind closed doors, men facing financial hardship often grapple with silent battles against stress, anxiety, and depression. The relentless worry about making ends meet, coupled with feelings of shame and hopelessness, can erode self-esteem and exacerbate existing mental health issues. Yet the stigma surrounding mental illness may prevent them from seeking the help and support they desperately need. 3. Limited access to healthcare, a barrier to wellness. In the absence of adequate financial resources, men may find themselves locked out of the healthcare system, unable to afford essential services such as preventive screenings, medications, or treatment for chronic conditions. This lack of access not only jeopardizes their physical well-being, but also perpetuates a cycle of poor health outcomes and diminished quality of life. 4. Housing insecurity, the fear of homelessness. For many men teetering on the edge of financial ruin, the fear of homelessness looms large, casting a shadow of uncertainty over their lives. Without the means to pay rent or secure stable housing, they may find themselves adrift in a sea of uncertainty, navigating the harsh realities of life on the streets or in overcrowded shelters, where safety, dignity, and privacy are scarce commodities. 5. Impact on career and opportunities, the roadblocks to success. Financial constraints can erect formidable barriers to education, training, and career advancement, limiting men's ability to pursue their goals and aspirations. Whether it's the prohibitive cost of tuition, the lack of access to transportation, or the absence of networking opportunities, the path to professional success can seem impassable for those trapped in the grip of poverty. 6. Strained relationships, the fraying of bonds. The strain of financial hardship can place immense pressure on relationships, testing the resilience of even the strongest connections. Whether it's navigating conflicts with romantic partners, coping with strained familial dynamics, or enduring the isolation of social circles that revolve around wealth and privilege, men may find themselves grappling with profound feelings of loneliness, alienation, and disconnection. 7. Legal troubles, the consequences of debt. For men drowning in a sea of debt and financial instability, legal troubles may lurk around every corner, casting a shadow of uncertainty over their lives. From creditor harassment and lawsuits to the looming threat of eviction or foreclosure, the legal ramifications of financial hardship can compound an already overwhelming sense of despair and helplessness. 8. Physical health impacts, the toll on well-being. The relentless stress and strain of financial hardship can take a toll on physical health, contributing to a host of issues including insomnia, high blood pressure, and compromised immune function. Without access to nutritious food, adequate rest, and preventive health care, men may find themselves vulnerable to a myriad of health problems, perpetuating a cycle of poor health outcomes and diminished quality of life. 9. Social isolation, the loneliness of the long-distance struggle. The shame and stigma associated with poverty may drive men into isolation, cutting them off from the support networks and community resources that could offer a lifeline in times of need. Whether it's the fear of judgment from peers, the pressure to maintain a facade of success and stability, or the lack of access to social opportunities and recreational activities. Men facing financial hardship may find themselves trapped in a cycle of loneliness and despair. For many men facing financial hardship, the fear of judgment and rejection looms large, casting a shadow of shame and stigma over their lives. Raised on narratives of rugged individualism and self-reliance, they may feel pressure to conceal their struggles and present a facade of strength and success, even as they grapple with the harsh realities of poverty. The fear of being perceived as weak or inadequate can drive them into isolation, cutting them off from the support and understanding of friends, family, and community. In a society that often equates worth with wealth and success, men facing financial hardship may feel compelled to maintain a facade of prosperity and stability, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Whether it's the pressure to keep up appearances in social settings, the fear of being judged by peers and colleagues, or the need to project an image of strength and resilience to avoid scrutiny and criticism, the burden of maintaining a facade can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and isolation, leaving men feeling trapped in a cycle of shame and secrecy. 10. Loss of dignity and identity, the erosion of self. At its core, financial hardship can strip away a man's sense of dignity, autonomy, and identity, leaving him feeling stripped of agency and voice in a world that values wealth and privilege above all else. The loss of financial independence and the need to rely on others for assistance can challenge deeply held beliefs about self-sufficiency and masculinity, leaving men feeling demoralized, defeated, and robbed of their sense of worth. For many men, the loss of financial independence can shatter deeply ingrained illusions of self-sufficiency and resilience. Raised on narratives of rugged individualism and the virtues of hard work, they may find themselves grappling with feelings of shame and inadequacy when faced with the stark reality of poverty. The inability to provide for themselves and their loved ones can strike a devastating blow to their sense of pride and self-worth, leaving them feeling adrift in a sea of uncertainty and doubt. In a world that often measures worth in terms of material possessions and social status, men facing financial hardship may find themselves relegated to the margins of society, their voices silenced and their contributions overlooked. Whether it's the indignity of being ignored or dismissed in professional settings, the humiliation of relying on charity or government assistance to make ends meet, or the constant pressure to prove their worthiness in a culture that values success above all else, the struggle for recognition and respect can take a heavy toll on their sense of dignity and self-esteem. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.